Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today, I'm going to be doing a makeup review, which I've never done a review on my channel before, so this will be a first. And I'm going to be reviewing the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And I'm going to try to really break down everything that I had gathered from using this palette for you guys out there who are curious and maybe want to buy it or just want to find out some more about it. This is the palette up close. It looks like little photos all over it of like different destinations and like travel destinations in the world, and it's really cute. And I really like the packaging, and it's like nice and rectangle. It's like a perfect size. When you open it, it like does have a magnetic close, and when you open it you have a giant mirror, try not to blind you, that just says Urban Decay Born to Run right there. And the mirror does fold back if you want it to, which is amazing because I didn't even know that till now. And then you get 21 different eyeshadows, and it's like a good range. So you have like some neutral colors, a lot of crease colors, a lot of like deeper colors, mid-tone colors, and you got some greens, some blues, some bronzy colors, and some purples over here. So I think color-wise it has a nice range, and you can get a lot of different looks out of this. So next I'm going to show you guys some swatches of the palette. Okay, so as far as the swatches go, I did all the metallic ones with one swatch, and then all of the matte ones I did two swatches. So I swatched, I'm pretty light, I just go like that, and then I swatch, and then I would do the same thing where I swipe my finger back and forth a couple times, palette, and swatch it again, just because these matte shades, I find you do need to build them, but I like that about them. It's like you don't go in with a ton of product at first. It gives you a good light wash, so these shades are buildable, which is what I do prefer from a matte shadow, because then I can be more subtle some days and more dramatic other days. But anyways, I'm sure you guys want to see how they apply on the eyes, and for the sake of testing them, I did try using the eyeshadows without concealer, so just a bare eye, and I found they went on, but they did not pop as much as when I had concealer on, or when I had concealer and then put powder over top of my concealer on. So I definitely suggest the best way to apply these is by priming your eyes and then setting them with the powder, which we're going to do right now. My eyes, I guess I'm going to go in with Weekender. Just take a light amount, and I'll just take that on a nice pointed brush and just feather that all over my lid. So I was going to do like a look with like these like blues here, but then I tested Drift and I really liked it, so now I don't know what I want to do. But I want to try to use lots of the colors so that way you guys can get a good feel of the shadows. Let's start with the crease. I'm going to start by taking Rift on a nice fluffy brush. They have a little bit of kick up, but it's not too bad, and I don't really care about kick up, so. But I figured I'd let you guys know. I'm just gonna brush that through my crease. I would just suggest tapping your brush off before you lay down the colors. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Baja on the same brush. I'll just put that right over the top in the same place. And they do go onto the eyes very nice, these matte shades. They blend out super easily. Like, that took nothing to blend it out. Now I'm gonna like build in that pigment so you guys can just see how like buildable it is. So I got a nice amount of pigment for using a very fluffy brush, and as you can see, like 3 layers, it's like very opaque. So it's really nice that you can just build that color up. Next I'm going to go in with my pointed brush, and I'm going to go into, I think I'm going to go into the shade Punk. See a little bit of that? Wiggle my brush back and forth through my crease. To make a little bit of dimension there. And to see how these colors build on top of each other. I find that these colors do actually lay down nicely with each other. And they lay down nicely in conjunction with other palettes. Because that's something else I tested. I want to try using multiple palettes to see how they work together. And I really did enjoy it. And like how they like blended in with other shadows. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Drift and I'm going to put that all over my lid. I've decided. I'm using a flat shader brush. Do pick up on these flat brushes, but they're not super intense when you use a flat brush to apply it. So I'm going to try with my finger, and then for the next eye I'm going to try with a setting spray on my brush to see if that makes a difference. So finger first. So it definitely went a lot more intense using a finger. Go right back into that same shadow. Spray my brush. I think wetting the brush or using your fingers is the best way to go about using these metallic shades, because I do find some swatch better than others. No, they lie. They all swatch beautifully. But I think definitely using your finger is the best way to go out of those three options. Just because I want to use a lot of the shades in the palette. I'm going to go in with Blue Sky again on my finger, and I'm just going to pop that in the center, and we'll see how this looks. A pointed brush, I'm going to take a little bit more punked and a little bit of gel. I'm not a big high-end fan, as I'm sure you guys already know, but when I saw this palette I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, I need to have it. And I had a good card. So I was like, you know what? Let's splurge and get it. So that's what we're working with right now. I'm gonna move on to the lower lash line, and I think I'm gonna use these two colors for a very colorful lower lash line look. So it really brings shimmers onto the lower lash line. So this will either be great or it's gonna be terrible. But either way, we're gonna go and find out together. If I can find my definer brush, that would be lovely. So I'm gonna start with, Hellride, my definer brush. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna clean up actually a little bit. Taking my pencil brush, I'll just dip right back into Rift and to Baja. And just blend that out a little bit. It's very important to tap up your brush. These just fly. I don't know if you saw that, but it was flying. Okay. And then just put you. And then I'll go right into Hell Heart. I like that name. Where do I want you? Hold on. I want to put that on my inner corner. Lower lash line. And then to highlight, I think I'm going to take Blaze because it did have a bit of a pink shift to it. Get on a nice little shader brush. I'm literally just trying to use so many colors that I'm like, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's either going to look great or it's going to look awful. It's actually great that these shimmers are like very subtle. Or not super subtle, but like they're not like a super strong pigment. So that way when you go to highlight your brow bone, you're not going to get too much product on there and you can build it up. I'm going to go slap on some mascara and maybe some wing liner, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I just put another coat of mascara on my lashes, get rid of the shadow, did some wing liner, and I don't know how good it looks because my pen was like next to dry. And I put some purple eyeliner on my waterline. So this is a complete look. It's definitely a look. But as far as the eyeshadows, I really enjoyed this, and I think that this palette would be a great beginner palette. So the reason why I say that is because you have so many options. This palette, you only need one palette with this, because you have colors, you have your neutrals, you have your warms and your cools. You have a lot of options and you make a lot of different looks. I also think it's great for beginners because these pigments are all very buildable. So you don't ever go in there and you with a heavy hand and be like, oh my gosh, like I put too much on, how do I blend this out? These blend so easily and so smooth, and they're very buildable, so you can like do a little and work your way up to making it as pigmented as you would like. I think the shimmers in here are great. I think they best work with your fingers or with a wet brush if you really don't want to use your fingers. Honestly, this is just a good palette. I love that the mirror is so big that it can fold all the way back, so you can hold the palette however you want. It's great for travel because you do have so many options, so it's a great concept. Like the Born to Run with all the travel pictures, I think they really hit the mark with this and making it a great palette to take on the go. Yeah, I hope I gave you guys a lot of information that you can find helpful and that this review was great for you. And if you like reviews, let me know and I can keep doing them in the future. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for new videos every Monday and Thursday. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!